surrounded by groups of cowherd girls, began festivities of rasa dance. The Lord of all mystic power placed himself between each two girls. Okay, and then the beauty, the cowherd girls and Krishna just joined together. Each girl thought that Krishna was dearly embracing her. It means that every gopi thinks that Krishna is with me, Krishna is with me, Krishna is with me. That means he can expand himself. So, why this is in this Chaitanya Charitamrita, why these pastimes of Krishna Rasa dance coming into picture, right? Because when Prabhupada is explaining here about the different incarnations of the Supreme Lord, different avatars of the Supreme Lord, and he's explaining about his Prakasha Leela and Vilasa Leela, how he expands. And this one is also quoted in the Srimad Bhagavatam. If you go to Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, 33rd chapter, third and fourth slokas are beautifully explained here, same slokas. Okay, here Prabhupada beautifully writes that uh, we can read this one, okay? And the festivities, the festive rasa dance commenced with the girls arrayed in a circle. Lord Krishna expanded himself and entered between each pair of gopis. And as that Mr. Master of Mystic Power placed him arms around their necks, each girl thought he was standing next to her alone. The demigods and their wives, overwhelmed by the eagerness, they came to see the rasa. All the denizens of the heavenly planets, all the people, when they heard that Krishna in the rasa dance, they all came on their aeroplanes to see the witness the beauty of rasa dance. Again, we should not misunderstand. Today is a New Year's Day. We don't want to misunderstand rasa dance of Krishna that he's doing because of his greed, whatever because of his desire to enjoy with those girls. That's not at all. Because Prabhupada beautifully writes that we, with the neophyte devotees, we misunderstand Krishna rasa dance most often time. Oh, Krishna is lusty, desires, dancing with so many girls. There's a reason why he married 16,108 girls also. There is a story in the Bhagavatam. Because those girls were rejected, nobody was getting married, and Krishna took care of them, marrying them. It's not that he wanted to enjoy with them. Okay, so there are everything the Supreme Lord does as a law. He doesn't break any laws, right? And he does to save those girls. He married them. It's not that he has lusty desires to dance. And also, rasa dance it is the desire of the gopis that Krishna wants to dance with them. So he expanded himself into this rasa dance. And the moment when each girl thought that Krishna is dancing with me, and each girl, each gopi got a proud about that, oh, Krishna is with me. Immediately when Krishna saw their proudness, he immediately disappears from the rasa dance altogether. He's gone from there. It's gone from there. It means it also shows that a devotee, when we get a devotional devotion in our lives, the moment we become proudish, we cannot have Krishna with us. He will leave us. He will leave us. Okay. That's what Prabhupada beautifully writes that we should be very careful about understanding rasa dance of Krishna. Okay. Here we'll read this translation and understand. And especially I wanted to emphasize today the New Year's Day, and we all have to be involved in Krishna Bhakti more and more. And hearing these pastimes of Krishna, like Rasa dance and all the is Prakasha Leela, Vilasa Leela, expansion of Krishna, these are the glories we have to hear more and more. When you hear about Krishna more and more, our love develops for Krishna. Our love, because why we don't chant properly, why don't we hear properly? Because we have no connection with Krishna. If you're connected to somebody, you call them. For example, you have friends, you save all your phone numbers in because you're connected with them. If you are not connected, you don't have those phone numbers. And at least say, I had to catch up with my friends almost 3 months. I didn't talk to you. So that you want to have a relationship with that. Here, the Supreme Lord, we have to have a relationship every day, every minute we think about Him. Then our love develops, and the love manifests in our heart. Then we're able to do proper connection with Krishna. That is a relationship we have been lost for several lifetimes, and we have been looking for that relationship to re-establish the lost relationship with Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, that we have to hear Krishna Katha. That's the only way. How you develop for a love for anyone? When you hear about more about him, or when you talk more about him, or when you see him, when you serve him, when you hear his glories, then you develop a love. If you don't talk to anything about that, and if somebody is walking on the street, you have a love with them, where you have a love with your children. No, why? Because the relationship. The relationship has been broken so many lifetimes. So we have to re-establish our lost connection with our Supreme Father Krishna. The link has been broken. The link has been broken. That's why Bhagavad Gita first to six chapters would give that knowledge about who are you with absolute truth, how to form that relationship with Krishna, that sambandha gyan, that gyan, sambandha is not, that is why we don't like, I don't want to chant, I don't feel like chanting. When I chant also, I don't like to chanting. Why? Because we don't have relationship with Krishna. Here, by hearing these stories of Krishna, Srinutam Sakata Krishna, Punya Savana Kirtanam, Hridayantasyohi Abhadrani. We have a lot of inauspiciousness in our heart that can be cleansed by hearing these Krishna Katha stories. That's why New Year's, you have to make that starting to year. For today, I am going to hear Krishna Katha every day, on and on and on. I'm going to chant Krishna glories, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, take more and more. One New Year comes, we celebrate. But we are also coming 1 year closer to our death. That's a fact, right? Nobody wants to hear those facts. 1 year we are getting older means 1 year is gone. We have wasted 1 year of time. Look and see, what did we do in the last 1 year? Did I do proper bhakti? No. If not, I have to get serious now. Nothing matters in my life. Okay, I have to connect my lost relationship. If you are not trying to form that relationship, whatever you do in your life, it's just waste of a time. Samaya vehi kevalam. It's a donkey's work what we are doing. It's just donkey's work. Donkey does lot of weight on in his dobi ke paas. It put lot of weight. It thinks, and then he eats grass. It thinks, oh, my master is giving grass. I'm working so hard. The grass is available anyway, whether even you work or not, right? We also, when you come here, we come all these things, we came here, we have to think that, okay, I have things to, enough to take care of myself. I have to focus on the Supreme, absolute reality, Lord Sri Krishna. I have lost relationship with him. By reading this for a festive rasa dance commenced, when the gopis hurried in circle, Prabhupada explains so beautifully, all the denizens of the different planets, celestial planets, everybody came to see this rasa dance. Okay, here beautiful relation the purport. See, Bilvamangala Thakur, Bilvamangala Thakur is great Vaishnava from he's from Kerala, from South India. Bilvamangala Thakur, I'll tell you a story. He wrote Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. He was Bilvamangala Thakur was actually a very sinful person to begin with. Okay, he was addicted to one prostitute besides having a beautiful wife. One day, what happens that the heavy rain was coming, okay, and this Bilvamangala Thakur want to see the prostitute very badly, even in that rain. So what he did was he was running to see her, and on the way there is a big river is there. Big river was overflowing. When overflowing river, he thought he has to cross the river, and he was holding a dead body, and that dead body crossed the river. He did not even pay attention to see the dead body. He has to somehow cross. His focus was to meet the prostitute. And also he went to her building. Her building was fifth or sixth floor. Okay, he has to go to that floor, and he was holding a snake and going, thinking it's a rope. It means it's total exhaustion on the prostitute. He doesn't care, snake or dead body. And he reached the prostitute. Then prostitute said, she was a devotee. She said, you have so much addiction, so much concentration. You are able to come to me in this weather. If you have same like 1% of devotion to Krishna, you can become a good devotee. Sometimes prostitutes also become the spiritual masters, like. And the one word from prostitute, Bilvamangal Thakur took his heart. He wrote Govinda, he wrote Krishna Karnamrita. Our Bhakti Rasamrita Maharaj sings Govinda Damodara Krishna Agre Kurunam Hata Pandavanam Dushasanena Drudavastra. Such a beautiful way he wrote. He became Bilvamangala Thakur. He wrote whole Krishna Katha. He went to Vrindavan. So many things happened. So when people like that, what about you and me? We can do that. we can do the Bilumangala Thakur, the best example in our lives. So here, Bilumangala Thakur written following words about rasa dance. Anangana Manangana Manantara Madhavo Madhavam Chantarena Gnaha Ittam Akalpite Mandale Madhyaga Sanjagau Venuna Devaki Nandana. So Lord Madhava was situated between each pair of gopis, and gopis was situated between each pair of his manifestation. And Sri Krishna, the son of Devaki, also appeared in the middle of the circle, playing upon his flute and singing. Sri Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur points out that gopis, maddened by love of Krishna, were unable to understand that Sri Krishna had expanded himself so he could personally dance with each of them. Each gopi was thinking, no, Krishna is with me. She is not with them. No, I am proud of Krishna is with. Other gopis thinking same. Other gopi thinking same way. But seeing their proudness, suddenly Krishna disappears from the rasa dance. Okay, you. So that is how bhakti is. When you become puffed up with our bhakti, our knowledge, how I speak, good preacher, this, that. When you talk, Krishna disappears. So we should not be proud of that. And each gopi saw one manifestation of Krishna. The demigods, their wives, however, could see all different manifestations as they watched the rasa dance from their airplanes, and they were completely astonished. Now, even demigods are seeing how Krishna, how beautiful he can expand. Even demigods are bewildered. Even Lord Brahma bewildered. He was thinking he was the controller first to begin with. In the Brahman Mochan Lila, he gave up that false identity. Okay, I am not the controller, Krishna is the controller. So, this how he's educating demigods and also us how supreme Krishna is. How supreme Krishna is. And that's why Ilvar Prabhupada beautifully gave. And also, one more thing in Rasa dance, does anybody remember what happened to Shiva, Lord Shiva? Anybody remember the story?
He became a gopi and then he got
Exactly.
the
When
dance.
Mother Parvati was invited for Rasa dance, and Mother Parvati started nicely decorating herself and beautifully she came. When Shiva said, where are you going, by the way? She said, no, I have a party, evening party, she said. What kind of evening party? It's a New Year's party. No, no, no. It's a Rasa dance party. I want to go to break. And she beautifully decorated. Oh, Krishna, can I come? She said, it's only invited for girls, not for the boys. Oh, really? Okay. You cannot come. She says, no, I have to go. No, no, no. Wait a minute. Can I dress like a gopi also? Shiva says that. She goes, okay. My father says, what's happening with you? What's wrong with you? Why you want to do that way? No, no, no. I want to see Krishna. I want to, but this is allowed only for the women. The board laga idhar, women only here. That's it. Then Shiva says, okay. Bharati says, if you really want to come, you can dress like a gopi. He also dresses like a gopi. Then what happens next? Anybody
He
remember
has
what
to have a
happens here?
bhav. They say you have to have a gopi's bhav.
Yeah. So he comes and rasa dance is going on. Everybody's dancing, this dancing is going on, dancing is going on. And Shiva, out of X, he forgets that he's a gopi. His original form comes out. So just this is like a pastimes of how Lord Shiva went to the rasa dance as well. So that's how it is Prabhupada explaining in this shloka. So dear devotees, what I would like to tell is that this is since today is a New Year's Day. And I just wanted to recite some shlokas from the 8th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and bring everyone that what is important in this 2025, how we should realign our interest. And what is Krishna telling in Bhagavad Gita? Ultimately, what matters in our lives, okay? Because we all have so many things to take care of. Okay? I'll just let me go there and I will recite few shlokas. Of course, this is chapter 8, that is attaining the Supreme. I just finished this one in my anyway. So here, fourth, fifth shlokas are very, very eye-catching. Can everybody see it?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
repeat
Prabhu.
after me. Antakale cha mameva
Antakale cha mameva
Antakale
smaran muktva kalevaram
smaran mukva
mukta
kalevaram
kalevaram
ya prayasita madbhavam
Ya prayasi matbhavam
Yaprayasamabhavam
Jati nasti hatra samshayah.
Yati
yati
nastyatra
nastayatra
samshayah.
samshaya.
Translation by Prabhupada ki
Bad
jai.
ki jai.
And whoever at the end of his life
And
and
whoever at the
whoever
end
at
of
the
his
end
His
of
life
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 quits his body remembering me alone,
quits his
quits his
body
body
remembering me
remembering me
alone,
remembering me
alone.
alone,
at once attains my nature.
At
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 once
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 attains
attains
my
my
attains
nature.
my
nature.
nature.
Of this there is no doubt.
Of
Of
this
this
there
there
is
is
no
no
doubt.
doubt.
No doubt.
The devotees, this is such a beautiful shloka. What Krishna telling Bhagavad Gita, what we read just now, past time of Rasa dance, doing
Yeah.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I discussed about his beauty of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also. Kandar Pakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govinda Mahadipurusham Tamaham. The beauty of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, that infinite. We'll talk about that one, okay? Here, that Supreme Lord Govinda is so beautiful. Why we are not attracted? Because we have no taste for attraction of love of Krishna. Okay, here he's telling whoever at the end of his life, okay, does anybody know when is our end of the life?
No, we do not know when will be end of the life, but
Right. Quits his
that
body, remembering me alone. Krishna is very particular, not this and that, me alone. That is the supremacy of Lord Sri Krishna. Bhagavan. Bhagavan Uvacha. It's not Krishna Uvacha. Arjuna Uvacha is there. Krishna Uvacha is not there in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhaga seeks opulences 100%. Parasaramani explains the definition of Bhaga. Bhagavan. He is absolute truth. He is above these things. He is the difference between the God and absolute truth is a difference. We'll talk about that one. Okay. It attains my nature. What is the nature of Krishna?
Satchitanand.
Satchidananda Vigraha. Sat Chit Anand.
Chitanand.
Of this, there is no
doubt.
doubt. Because Krishna knows that we are doubtful, he says, don't doubtful. I am telling you, at the end of your life, you remember me and quit your body, you will come to me. Right? Prabhupada beautifully writes here. Can Nirmal Prabhu can read this one?
Yes, absolutely. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. In this verse, the importance of Krishna consciousness is stressed. Anyone who quits his body in Krishna consciousness is at once transferred to the transcendental nature of Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is the purest of the pure. Therefore, anyone who is constantly Krishna conscious is also the purest of the pure. The word smaran, remembering, is important. Remembrance of Krishna is not possible for the impure soul who has not practiced Krishna consciousness in devotional service. Therefore, one should practice Krishna consciousness from the very beginning of life. If one wants to achieve success at the end of his life, the process of remembering Krishna is essential. Therefore, one should constantly, incessantly,
Insistently means continuously.
incessantly chant the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya has advised that one be as tolerant as a tree. Taror api
Tarorapi Sahishnana.
sahishnana. There may be so many impediments for a person who is chanting Hare Krishna. Nonetheless, tolerating all these impediments, one should continue to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, so that at the end of one's life, one can have the full benefit of Krishna
Look
consciousness.
at that, how Prabhupada is emphasizing and stressing. We have so many impediments. Nobody life is perfect, dear devotees. Do you think my life is perfect and everything charming? No, we all have ups and downs in our lives. But one thing we should remember, how to strengthen my lost relationship with my Supreme Lord, which has been disconnected for so many lifetimes. Because of disconnected only, I'm suffering in this world. That connection, that sambandha jnana has to be made. If the Sambandha Jnana is not formed, whatever we do, whatever avocations, whatever endeavorments we perform in this lifetime, just Shramaya Evahi Kevalam. In the Bhagavad Gita, now Bhagavatam says, Na utpadayed yadiratim shramayavahi kevalam. Na utpadayed yadirati means which doesn't generate. Rati means attraction to Krishna, any work. That is shramayavahi, it's a donkey's work, I would say. It's a donkey's work. Prabhupada beautifully putting here, the Supreme Lord is the purest of the poor. Therefore, anyone who chants Krishna's names are the purest. We all have become pure because Prabhupada made us pure, though we are not pure. That qualification is what is the greatest mercy Prabhupada gave? Though we are not qualified, he made us to qualify. So then after giving that qualification, we are so, if we will be fools if we don't take this opportunity and make our way back home, back to Godhead.
Godhead.
We'll be the what you call foolest of the fools if we don't do these things. In spite of knowing, somebody doesn't know, that's okay. In spite of knowing these things, if you don't do it with the fullest of the whole, the smaranam, remembering Krishna, smaranam. In the Kali Yuga, two things are important, Shravanam and Kirtanam. Shravanam means hearing. Kirtanam means remembering Krishna all the time, 24/7. Is it really costing any money for us?
No.
Okay. And Krishna, remember, look at Lord Caitanya advised one to be more tolerant than a tolerant than tree, humbler than a blade of a grass. Don't expect any respect. Give all respect needed. These four things he has explained in the Shikshastakam. Trinadapi Sanichena, Tarori va Sahishtana, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. When you follow these four, we can connect our. See, the whole world is suffering because of disconnect from our Lord Sri Krishna. Disconnect from original relationship with Krishna. The moment you establish that Sambandha Jnana, then you remain in transcendence. You constantly chant Hare Krishna mantra because that is our permanent relationship. All we have is all, I have a human wife, human kids, dog wife, dog kids, cat wife, cat kids, pig wife, pig kids. I've been changing my body, life after life. Nothing is permanent here. All these relationships are temporary. Only one relationship is permanent, is relationship with Lord Sri Krishna, my supreme spiritual father. Okay, next sloka. I just wanted to summarize. So, Prabhupada emphasizing the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Nothing else. Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Nama Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, 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 Gatiranyata. This is the ultimate, I'm telling you, our husband, wife, kids, bank balance, 401k, IR, nothing comes when you leave this body. The smarana, the remembrance of Krishna, what you have done, that only comes with you. These are 2 years, 2025, 1st January, and we have to be very serious on this thing.
That's why Prabhupada says death is exam.
Mataji?
Death is our exam.
Life is a preparation, death is an exam. Prabhupada says, life is a preparation, death is an examination. Okay? Next one, this one. Okay, so he gave a policy of statement here. If you remember me, you will come to me. He's telling also, if you don't remember, what happens? Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam.
Tajatyante kalevaram.
Tajatyante kalevaram.
Tam tam ye veiti kaunteya.
Tam tam ye vaiti kaunteya.
Sada tad bhava bhavitaha.
Sada tad bhava bhavitaha.
Translation of Prabhupada.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body.
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body.
O son of Kunti.
O son of Kunti.
That state he will attain without fail.
That state he will attain without
Last you get a policy of statement. If you remember me, you come to me. If you don't remember me, you will get whatever you want. I am not a partial to anyone. Krishna is very impartial. If you remember, he gave a policy of statement saying that if you remember me, you come to me. Second, if you don't remember me, what happens? Whatever consciousness you have at the time of death, I'll give that body. I'll give that body because I have to be very fair. Right? So again, so look at that. How many times he said Atra Samshaya? Here also he says that. Can someone read this one, please, quickly?
I will read.
Yeah, Mohan.
But the process of changing one's nature at the critical moment of death is here explained. A person who at the end of his life quits his body thinking of Krishna attains the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord. But it is not true that a person who thinks of something other than Krishna attains the same transcendental state. This is a point we should note very carefully. How can one die in the proper state of mind? Maharaja Bharat, although a great personality, thought of the deer at the end of his life, and so in his next life he was transferred into the body of deer. Although as a deer he remembered his past activities, he had to accept that animal body. Of course, one's thoughts during the course of one's life accumulate to influence one's thoughts at the moment of death. So, this life creates one's next life. If in one's present life one lives in the mode of goodness and always thinks of Krishna, it is possible for one to remember Krishna at the end of one's life. That will help one be transferred to the transcendental nature of Krishna. If one is transcendentally absorbed in a Krishna service, then his next body will be transcendental, spiritual, not a material. Therefore, the chanting of Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare.
is the best process of successfully changing one state of being at the end of one's life.
The Prabhupada concludes very beautifully again here that, right, whatever consciousness at the time of death we have, that body we get it. But best example, Bharat Maharaj, he left everything, he went for self-realization. Because he was attached to a deer, he became a deer next lifetime. Best example here. So, Prabhupada writes here, of course, one's thoughts during the course of one's life accumulates, influence one's thoughts at the moment of death. This is very essential. It is not easy to become Krishna conscious 100%. We have so many attachments. We have to break. That is, these are called shackles of Maya. Prabhupada said, shackles. We are shackled by so many things, so many relationships. Okay, I'll give an example of an onion ring. We have an onion. You take one peel, I'm a father. One peel, I am a son. One peel, I am a husband. One peel, I am a son-in-law. Like that, we have so many layers of identification. But the core identity, who are you? If you take, we cannot feel any more finally. That core identity, who you are. We are the servant of the servant of the servant. We are a part and parcel of Lord Sri Krishna. That core identity, we are ignoring. We are just playing with the layers, this relationship, that relationship. But your core identity is Jivere Swarupe Krishna. That's identity. We are postponing for life after life, and we have been taking birth after birth. What is that? Chaitanya Charitamrita explains, Brahmanda Brahmite Kone Bhagyavan Jiva, Kri Krishna Prasada Bhaye Bhaktilata Bij. Going Brahmand, out of 14 planetary systems, we are going here and there, changing bodies. Maybe, I may find something better here, better there, better here, better there. Everywhere you go, all these efforts are futile. They're useless unless we connect our core identity, who I am and what is my relationship. That's why Bhagavatam explains the shloka very, very beautifully. What is that? Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti rajokshaje ahetviki apratyahata yayatma suprasitati. The most satisfying to the heart of the living entity is when you do unconditional, unmotivated, loving service to Krishna, that gives maximum happiness. The Adokshaja, Krishna is Adokshaja called, is beyond three modes of material nature. When you connect Supreme Lord, then the real happiness lies here. We look for happiness where happiness doesn't even exist here. The happiness in this world is defined as a misery between two gaps. We are looking at the wrong. Krishna himself is saying, Dukkala Mashvasudam. Then we are challenging Krishna every time. No, Krishna, you're wrong. Let me try it. I'll be happy. I'll go to Hawaii and come back. I'll show him happy. When you go to Hawaii, come back, a big bank balance bill coming. Krishna is telling. That's why next sloka, beautiful what Krishna is telling Prabhupada beautifully. This is very, very important. This is the crux of Krishna consciousness, dear devotees, 8.7. Thus, Tasma sarveshu kaleshu
Tasma sarveshu
Sarveshu
kaleshu
Kateshu
mam anusmaran yudhya cha
Mamanusmaran
Smara Yudhyacha
Yudhyacha
maya harpita mano buddhir
Maya
Maya Arpitamano
Manobuddhi
Buddhir
mame vaishasi samshayaha.
Mame
Mameshwaya
Vedya Samsayaha.
Samsyaha.
This is your heart and soul. I'm telling this shloka. Look at that, what Krishna. There, translation by Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai.
Ki jai.
Therefore,
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 Arjuna,
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 you should always think of me
you should
you should
always think of
always think
me
of
in the
me
form of Krishna,
in
in
the
the
form
form
of
of
Krishna,
Krishna.
and at the same time,
and at the
At the
same
same
time,
time,
carry out your prescribed duty of fighting.
carry out
carry
your
out
prescribed
your
duty of fighting.
With
prescribed
your
duty of
activities
fighting.
dedicated to me
With your
With
activities
your
dedicated to
activities
me,
dedicated to me
and your mind and intelligence fixed upon me,
and
and
your
your
mind and
mind and
intelligence
intelligence
fixed
fixed
unto me,
on me,
you will attain me without doubt.
you may attain me
you
Look
without
at
will
doubt.
that. How
attend
beautiful. This
me
is
without
the,
a doubt.
look at that. Therefore, you should always think of me. Then Arjuna says, no, my Krishna, I have to fight a war. Then I have 3 to 4 wives. I have Rukmani. Sorry. I have this one, that one. I have to take care of. Kid says, no, that is fine. He said, me, always, you should always think of me. At the same time, look at that. At the same time,
Carry out your prescribed duty.
Grihasthas, we complain, oh, I have this one, I have to this one, I have that one. Nothing doing. When Arjuna was able to fight the war, remembering Krishna in Kurukshetra, what is more difficult than that one? Tell me, anyone here? So Krishna is giving a final instruction. Tasma sarveshu kaleshu. Always remember me. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Always do my kirtan. There's no Prabhupada after of Cosland's mercy, I can chant 16 rounds. Okay, because I know you're so disgusted, I'll give you only 16 rounds. Prabhupada is so merciful. Because Prabhupada said Krishna accepted that. Right? If Prabhupada was not there, I don't know where we have been. Animals and dogs and cats and pets. Therefore, tasma sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmaran, remember me, anusmaran yudhyacha, while fighting yuddha. Maya arpita manobuddhi. Maya arpita, you arpita manaha and buddhi, your mind and intelligence to me, and there is no doubt you will come to me. This Krishna said, stop your family, don't go to your work. No, he did not say anything. Don't take care of your kids. He said, do everything but remember me. There's no question of complaining anymore in 2025. Why did not come to the program? Oh, Prabhu, I had this one, that. Postpone that. No big deal. Postpone that. If something really life-threatening emergency, we call 911, that will be taken care. Okay. Other than that, nothing is as important than Krishna consciousness. Here, Krishna himself is telling, he's giving such a bold declaration. You remember me, come to me. No big deal. Tasmat sarvesh. And a lot of people say, where Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, you have to chant all the time. This is the one. He said, always think of me. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. Mam anusmaran yudhyacha. While doing yuddha, remember me, therefore you come to me. Is it rocket science to understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
No. We understand very, very hard subjects, but when you come to Krishna consciousness, we don't apply any technique. Oh, simply, I don't have time. I am busy. Busy for what? For donkey's work. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the most munificent incarnation. He gave, he writes that. Actually, I have a notes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu writes that even he gave us, nobody was able to give in any incarnation. That merciful he gave. Let me share my notes, okay? Because I make notes, I'll just share about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's advent. Let me share my notes. If you see my notes, tell me. Can you see my notes?
Yes, I
Yes,
can see.
9.4.
Madhya
20.
Chiradattam Nijagupta Vittam Swaprema Namratam Ati Udaraha Aparamo Yo Vitara Gaura Krishno Janebhyas Tamaham. This is the Chaitanya Charitamrita written by Krishna Kaviraj Goswami, saying the most munificent supreme personality of God known as Gaura Krishna, distributed to everyone, even the lowest of men, his own confidential treasure in the form of the nectar of love of himself and the holy name of Krishna. This was never, look at that, this was never given to the people at any time before. Look at that, how beautiful that is. It was never given such a easy way to going back to God. Just remember Krishna and go. No other yuga, no other incarnation has given, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given in a Yuga Avatar, Kali Yuga. I therefore offer my respected obeisances to unto him. This is Krishna Savraj Goswami. He is telling that I praise to lotus feet. He has given such a benediction in this Kali Yuga. Nobody has given to us. Chidadattam. I have not given this to people for a long time. Mahaprabhu. He gave in this Kali Yuga. Why? Because he comes only one day in Brahma. One day of Brahma, Mahaprabhu and Krishna comes only one time. Because in one day of Brahma with 1,000 yuga cycles, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam. In 1,000, one yuga cycle is Treta, Dwapara, Kali and Satya. All four, one yuga. Like we have 1,000 yuga cycles that. In one yuga cycle, they come both. This happened to be this yuga. How lucky we are. When Krishna comes, immediately following Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. 1,000 yuga cycles, 8.4 billion years, 1,000 yuga cycles equal to. They come only one. That's why I came, he gave. He have not given this for so long. He's waiting for 999 cycles to finish, and he came and give that mercy to us. Nijagupta Vittam. A treasure of my knowledge is not given to anyone. This is Nijagupta. What is the most secret, confidential secret? You're a part and parcel of Lord Sri Krishna. You have to serve him. Nobody told us this since childhood. Everybody said, this is your uncle, this is your maternal uncle, your grandfather. Nobody says this is Krishna, this is Mahaprabhu. Nobody says that. ऐसा बोले थे बच्चों को क्यों बोल रहा है? अभी stop करो इसका enjoy, let him enjoy. He came Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he showed all of us how to chant and how to follow the process of bhakti. He himself set an example. He gave this love of God to everyone without any background, any qualification. Take it and enjoy. Look at that. Take it and enjoy. That is the Mahaprabhu's and our dear divine grace Prabhupada he is given. What is Prabhupada Saraswati talking about? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Saundarya Kamakoti. Sakala Jana Samladini Chandra Koti Vasalyama. I know I can go a lot and with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I get in ecstasy, Mahaprabhu, because of him only love of God has been manifested. How fortunate we are, my dear devotees. 2025, make it or break it. I'm telling you guys, take it very serious devotional life. You have all the ammunition is given to you, make it back to home. If you are not using, if you means, I also include in you, don't take, I am a super duper devotee, I am also like you. We all have to make that vow that whatever comes in my life, whatever is my life, I will not sleep one day without chanting, without hearing Krishna Katha. If I am not chanting, I am not taking meal in that day. Make vow. These are really needed because we are all Krupa Siddhas. We need Krupa. Krupa only comes like that. We have to make a vows, have to follow the vows. We are not Ragatmika, we are not a Raga Marga, we are in the Vaidya Bhakti. Practice, rules, regulations, we have to do that. Then the Raga automatically comes. Okay, here just I want to read the translation of this one. Soundarya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is lovelier. Look at that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is lovelier than millions of cupids. His beauty of. He is mellower than millions of moons, dearer than millions of mothers. That is his prema. He is one. We know how love our mother. He is equal to millions of mothers loving. He is such a lovely person. Kinder than the millions of wish-fulfilling trees, Mahaprabhu. Deeper than millions of oceans, Mahaprabhu. And sweeter than millions of nectarian drinks. You drink a one nectarian drink, you see, when Mahaprabhu's association for us is millions of drinks. All glories to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord, who displays millions of amazing sentiments of Madhurya Bhakti. Here, Madhurya Bhakti, conjugal love. The most exalted mellow of pure love of God. Chaitanya Charitamrita 101 explains this. Look at that. This is Mahaprabhu's. This is advantage. Though, we came back, we came from India here, we have so, by Divine Grace Prabhupada's mercy, His causeless mercy, we have been given a jewel in our hands. It's a jewel in our hands. Use it and make this as a life. There's none, this Prabhupada says, this world is not for a gentleman. Prabhupada says, this world is not for a gentleman. If you're a gentleman, they'll take advantage here. Dear devotees, okay? So I beg all of you, I'll touch all your lotus feet. Please take this process very sincerely to the heart. Okay? And any help, we are all here to help you. And also I want to thank you, Simeshwar Prabhu, and people who are constantly engaging, all of us. Even you called me 4:30, I said, I should not pick up phone. I said, no, it's a service. Immediately I picked up the phone. And I'm not a great super duper devotee, but whatever I thought would share with you on New Year's Day. And I want to touch his lotus feet, Simeshwar Prabhu giving this opportunity on New Year's Day. And we are all spiritually so big. We all can have big bungalows in the spiritual world and serve all of us in Krishna service, dear devotees. Please let us make it to take the train of Prabhupada, and we all can go back to Godhead. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hari Bol,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Happy New Year to you and
Show
everyone.
your face.
Yes. Yes. I can show my
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful Bengali face. What else we need?
no. Dandavat Pranam. So, Prabhu, one thing I can tell you that, but in this first chapter, this is the Guru Tattva, but here Chaitanya Charitamrita Krishnadas Kaviraj written about the Ras Lila. What is the connection between that?
See, probably because this came here as the different avatars of Lord Krishna. Okay, in that way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fits. What is avatar? He's a Yuga avatar in Kali Yuga. He came. Okay, and also talking about how Krishna's different expansions, Prakasha Leela and Vilasa Leela is talking about. And Prakasha Leela is giving an example, that's all. He's not praying. In the Prakasha Leela, Krishna himself expands. He doesn't give job to somebody else. So in the Prakasha Leela, he gave an example, he's given an example, that's all. It's not that anything here. Because talking about Prakasha Leela, own expansion, Krishna, you might be listening, Prakasha Leela and Vilasa Leela we are talking about.
Yes.
Right? Prakasha Leela means Krishna expands himself only. He doesn't, just example in Dwaraka, in 16,108 queens, every house Krishna is there. Okay? That's a Prakasha Leela. And also he's telling in Prakasha Leela how he expanded when the rasa dance is going on. For each gopi, Krishna went there. So he's showing how his Prakasha Leela acts. Give an example.
Okay. Yes. Okay, Prabhu. Got it. Hari Bol, Prabhu.
Very well. Anybody else?
Prabhuji, yesterday also we discussed with Simeshwar Prabhu that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established the philosophy of Shankaracharya was saying Advaita, and Madhavacharya says Advaita, and he established between the two Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva. That's what we discussed nicely.
Right.
Yeah.
Simultaneously one but different. That is the Atintya Bheda Abhedya.
That's what
Right.
this one doesn't connect together. What we said, talk about rasa and gopis and those. They are different, but one.
Krishna is fully Achintya Bheda Abhedya. Okay, because you see, simultaneously one but different. Krishna is one, but he can expand to many. One and different. Yeah. And also, Krishna is oldest but youngest. How that is possible? That is also Achinta Beda Bedya. Because he's simultaneously one difference. Because oldest person, for example, oldest person should be old. But Krishna
Right.
is old but he looks young. Why? Because Achinta Beda Abedya. Everything is about God is like that. Achinta Abedya, Beda Abedya. Simultaneously one but different. And Krishna is the smallest and also the biggest. That is also Achinta Beda Abedya. Hmm. Right. And Krishna will be one, he will be million. Krishna is one, he is also 6,100 Krishnas. That is also in the Veda Abedya. Can you do yourself? Can we do?
No.
No.
We don't have
We can't even be ourselves.
That is Asinta Veda Abedya. That's the beauty of Krishna. He is God. Right?
So this is established by the Chaitanya
Yeah,
Mahaprabhu. He
right.
made
Chaitanya
it
Mahaprabhu,
very
Asinta
clear.
Veda Abedya. Right. Right. Anything else? The devotees? I'm really, I just spoke what came to my mind. I didn't have time to prepare mostly, so.
Now, Prabhuji, you explained very well. Remember Krishna every moment.
What's
Today
it?
you gave us a lesson.
Tasma sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmaran yudyarcha. He Krishna is telling. Tasma
Correct.
whatever he said, time, carry out your prescribed duty of fighting also. No, I'm not going to stop my job, remembering Krishna and fighting at the same time. And you will come to me without any doubt. Show me anywhere, any scriptures, God is giving such a guarantee. Krishna is the God. He is giving guarantee, means he is bold enough to give. But we have to do our duty. Prabhupada says, theory is easy, practice is very tough, Krishna consciousness. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Anything else? Okay, if not, we all want to enjoy New Year's Day, right? So, yeah. Well, let's see. Simeshwar Prabhu is there. He may be busy.
Yeah, he has joined, Prabhuji.
Yeah, he's Achinta Beda Vedya. Okay, if anybody wants to add any more points, maybe I might have to miss something. Okay, Anupama, you want to cancel 9 o'clock Bhagavatam class?
Oh, you want to cancel 9 o'clock
Yeah,
class? Okay.
I have a lot of things to take care.
No problem. I will do that.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
Prabhu.
you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you for the class, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Okay,
you so much.
let's play all our sincere prayers to all the Vaishnavas and all the Guru Varga. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kapa sindhubhya eva
Danam
patitanam
Pavanam
pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Divyanteshwara Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare
Govardhan
Krishna.
Prabhuji ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.